So, good evening, and welcome along to another big show here on NVTV. Coming up on the show this week, we got some great live music in here. Singer-songwriter Conleth Kane will be joining us, and we'll also have music from Ben Cutler. Karen Rush will be joining us to talk about music on entertainment. And starting us off, we're going to meet a crime writer who's back with a brand new novel called The Terror Within. James Murphy joins me in the studio. James, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, Robin. Thanks for having me in today.
So I'm guessing it was probably about a year ago we had you in last, talking about the first book.
That's right, yeah, The Rise of Terror.
And I believe this is a continuation of it.
Yeah, we're 2 books into a trilogy now.
Just give us a recap. It's all about Farset Investigations, isn't it?
That's right. Farset Investigations is, I suppose, a private detective agency, a fictional private detective agency in West Belfast. And that was based on the former school building, or my former primary school building, because I used to drive bad frequently and it had gone into kind of dereliction. And I thought that would be a great place to set a story.
Yeah.
So we have Farset Investigations, and they, in the last book, came up against kind of 2 cult movements, both of which had serial killers within, and they were seeking justice for the murder of a family member of our central character. And it all kind of came to what should have been, or seemed to be, a well-rounded end, but actually it didn't really end that way at all. So this book kind of picks up with that left off.
Tell us about the main character. Where did the inspiration for him come from?
Well, I suppose that the hero of the book, if you like, is a character called Mark Shaw, and he's a former head teacher of a school who kind of falls into the life of a private detective because his uncle has been murdered, and he inherits the private detection agency, and obviously wants to find justice.
Yeah.
So that was loosely based on me, bizarrely.
Because you were a head teacher,
Yeah.
weren't you? Yeah.
And you know, people think that head teachers are a glamorous life. No, it's not.
No.
But, you know, I thought, I'm beginning as a writer, this guy's beginning as a private detective. It kind of fitted.
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, it would be good that he would have a similar background to mine. And people say write about what you know. So I've written about a version of what I know, and obviously fictionalised it. So, and that's where our character comes from. But I think when he has entered into the life that he has, I don't think he realised just how dangerous it could be, and what effect that could have on him and his family as well.
He's off to New York this time, isn't he?
Yes, well, towards the end of the last book, he had to go to New York for a meeting, and without spoiling anything, something terrible happened while he was away. So the new book picks up kind of where that left off, where he's stranded in New York, and there are a couple of fairly serious things happening at home. So he needs to get back to kind of deal with those. And I think probably the theme, or the action, takes a bit of a darker turn in this book, because the events that happen change a lot of the characters. So
just had the Noirland festival happen in Belfast recently, and there seems to be loads of great Northern Ireland writers now popping up all over the place. So it's now a good time to be releasing crime novels. Absolutely,
yeah. I mean, as you say, there are lots of Northern Ireland writers who are very active, particularly within the genre of crime, and the Noirland festival and I suppose the success of it is testament to that, because I was there for most of that weekend, and the amount of people who travelled from all over the world to actually, you know, come and be part of it was amazing.
It's not every day you get up close to people like Anthony Horowitz, is it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, some of the events were, I can't believe they managed to pull them off.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I'm involved with the Northern Ireland Festival of Writing. And we wanted to have, obviously because of my involvement, we wanted to have a crime event, if you like. So we thought, Noirland was such a big success, what are we actually going to do? And I came up with the idea that nobody's ever actually got a group of local crime writers together of different degrees of success, if we look at it that way, and actually asked them, how did you do that? How did you get there? So I approached a few. Well, actually, we had an open call out, and thankfully, a lot of the people that I would be friendly with within the crime writing community said, "Yeah, I'll do that." We even had, Jared Brennan, Stuart Neville.
I'm
Simon
such a big
Walton,
fan of Stuart Neville. I mean, he's doing great business, isn't he?
He's fantastic, and actually, he was so good to come and take part in the event, but he also gave us a bit of an exclusive on his next release and so on as well. And the panel that we had was just fantastic, because everyone was just kind of given open, frank, this is what I did, this is what went wrong for me. Yeah. The bit I hate about being a writer, the bit I love about being a writer. And people were just enthralled by it. Mm-hmm, so, it was such a success. And of course I launched the book as part of that as well, which was fantastic, because there's just such a big community thing in crime writing in Northern Ireland.
And I was having a look through your photographs from the launch night. Everybody seemed to be so supportive.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there were people coming down, and I mean, not just the audience. I mean, we got a huge response on the internet as well. But to have 4 crime writers, kind of saying, right, where do you want this table? Yeah. Will I pour some, Prosecco or whatever? And you're thinking, this is all a bit surreal, but fantastic. But it actually really reflects, what they do or what they're prepared to do for each other. It is a community, and it's, everyone within it is genuinely friendly.
Now, you mentioned the Northern Ireland Festival of Writing there, which is something you're heavily involved in. I believe there's lots more events still to come with that.
Yes, we're running through until the end of May, and we have new events being added daily. So I would certainly urge anyone watching to look at our website, which is festivalofwriting.org, and we have a range. The other directors and myself come from different writing backgrounds. So, for example, obviously I'm the crime fiction genre, but we have Tina Calder, who comes from a journalistic background, and Janine Cabean, who is a kind of screenwriter and director and so on. So anyone who is interested in any aspect of writing, I think will find something there.
Okay. So the new book, The Terror Within, is out now. How do people get their hands on this?
They can get it via my website, which is jamesmurphywriter.org, and via Excalibur Press. Okay. And we, I think, have the book on Amazon now as well, so it's available from there also.
Well, James, thank you for coming in, and good luck with the new book, The Terror Within.
Thank you.
Time for some live music now, and a young man who's only 15, but last year he won the Banbridge Busk Fest, and he's here to perform a couple of tracks for us today. So ladies and gentlemen, here is Ben Cutler.
What do you see? Right before you fall asleep, and are you listening to your favorite band that's something new? See through your look painted glass, got some questions you wanna ask. Spotted chance and a moving fast, doves don't fly at night. See, I saw that you were online. I passed a comment to a friend of mine. He told me they said you were fragile, that you just couldn't handle me, but I would like to see for myself. Shining seas of all you are behind, I'm crashing through, no excuses. And don't expect me to apologize, a blunt knife's pretty useless. See through you look painted glass, got some questions I wanna ask. Spotty chance and a moving fast, cause doves don't fly at night. See, I saw that you were online. online. A pastor coming to a friend of mine. He told me they said you were fragile, that you just couldn't handle me, but I would like to see for myself. F-R-A-G-I-L-E, don't look fragile to me. F-R-A-G-I-L-E, don't look fragile to me. See, I saw that you were online. A pastor coming to a friend of mine. He told me they said you were fragile, that you just couldn't handle me, but I would like to see for myself. What do you see? Right before you fall asleep.
So that's a song called Fragile from Ben Cutler, who joins me now in the studio. Ben, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Tell us the story behind that song then.
Well, I've just finished writing that one with Aidan Logan, a local artist. First one on piano, so a bit different for me, you know. It's about many things. I'm recording it at the minute in the studio, so that should be out shortly. Yeah, it's kind of about someone being fragile, but different views on it, you know.
So tell us all about you then, Ben. You're still only 15, but you've had a lot of experience so far in the music business, haven't you?
Yeah, there's lots of festivals I'm playing at, songwriting, so kind of build up connections and just had a bit of fun with it, and it's brought me to here, so yeah.
Of course, it was a busking festival that you started out doing, and you won the busking competition, didn't you?
Yeah, 2015, I won the junior category of the Banbridge Busk Fest, and this year happened to win the overall competition, so that was a nice stepping stone.
And of course, every year as well, the Belfast Nashville Songwriters Festival have been very supportive and have had you on the bill as well, haven't they?
Yeah, the past couple of years kind of encourages me to write songs, get more connections as well.
So Ben, where would you like to see this taking you, say, in the next few years?
Well, I'd obviously like to perform in the big stages, but kind of just want to enjoy it for now and kind of go on with writing my own songs and build up a good set of material.
And what about the whole writing process? How do you find your inspiration and stuff?
I'm kind of inspired by people like Foy Vance, Ken Haddock, singer-songwriter kind of stuff, so mainly guitar built stuff, so I come up with a melody first and then lyrics come after that for me.
And did you come from a big musical family?
Not really. My granddad was into music a little bit, but kind of skipped a generation, and I kind of picked it up with guitars being around the house. I kind of taught myself, and then singing came a little bit later after that.
So if people want to find out more information about you and find out about the gigs and stuff that you have coming up, how do they do that?
Ben Cutler Music via Facebook, YouTube and Instagram is where you'll find all the upcoming gigs. I've got the gig at the East Belfast supporting Sean and Conor Price in May, so I'm looking forward to that.
Sounds like a great gig.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I supported the guys last year and that was a real experience for me, so this should be even better.
All right, well Ben, you're going to do one more song before you leave us today. What are you going to do for us?
This is a new song as well called Hold On. I've just finished recording it and it's on Spotify at the minute for play, so it's kind of about when you feel like you're going around in circles and just go on with the flow, because like you are going to go around in circles in life.
Well, we look forward to hearing this, Ben. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. So here we go with Hold On, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Ben Cutler.
3 steps forward, 1 step back. Oh, the future's here, but it's the time that I like. And always on the run, but getting nowhere. Oh, these words in my head saying no one cares. And always burning down on the things you don't count. The days are getting older, I'm growing stronger. There's a light in the dark 100 miles away, but always on the run and getting nowhere to there. Hold on, it's only just begun. Hold on, I won't rest till I'm done. in the dark, 100 miles away. Always on the run, I'll get somewhere to there. 3 steps forward, 1 step backward. The future's here, but it's the time that I lie. I woke up in the morning with my head held high. I walked out the door and I was denied. No happy feelings, putting me back in my place. I'm running in circles, can't remember my face. Hold on, it's only just begun. Hold on, I won't rest till I'm done. There's a light in the dark, 100 miles away. Always on the run, I'll get somewhere to there. 3 steps forward, 1 step backward. The future's here, but it's the time that I lie. Ain't gonna change my ways, ain't gonna change my ways, ain't got time to waste, ain't got time to waste, ain't got time to waste. Hold on, it's only just begun. Hold on, I won't rest till I'm done. There's a light in the dark, 100 miles away. Always on the run, we'll get somewhere today. 3 steps forward, 1 step backward. The future's here, but it's the time that I lie. 3 steps forward, 1 step backward. The future's here, but it's the time that I like.
So that's a little clip of the Iconettes live in concert, and one of them joins me now in the studio from Musicon Entertainment. It's Karen Rush. Karen, how are you?
Very well, thank you very much.
So we saw the Iconettes live in concert there. That's a show that's been doing very well for you guys over the past number of years, isn't it?
Yes, it's one of our stable bands under the Musicon Entertainment heading. We have the Bjorn Identity ABBA tribute band, and we wanted to formulate another show that meant something musically to audiences, and we think Motown was a great subject.
Yeah, so anybody who loves the old soul classics and the Motown thing, go and see the Iconettes, and you come fully prepared with all the costumes and the hair and the makeup and everything, don't you?
Yeah, fully costumed, choreographed, very audience interactive based as well, so it's a lot of fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but the music is the core of the business.
So you've got a big gig coming up. Is this part of a tour then for the Iconettes?
It's not part of a tour as such, but we have a number of venues that we hope to play later in the year as well. But the Marketplace Theatre, we've been playing with ABBA for quite some time now, and we've also done some cabaret shows through the Iconettes at the Marketplace, and we decided to upgrade to the live element and really showcase the band where we want it to be with the live bands, the Hitfills, supporting us.
Brilliant. So you mentioned ABBA there, of course. That's really how it all started for you in Musicon,
yes.
wasn't it? Was your ABBA tribute show?
Yes, it is. Yes, we launched in 2010, and we've been touring theatres now since 2012. So we really hit the market very, very quickly, and we've been enjoying a huge amount of success over the past couple of years. Audiences from 8 to 80 seem to enjoy ABBA now, so it's just marvellous. Yeah.
So tell us, before the ABBA show, before Musicon, of course, you were performing for many years, weren't you?
Yes, I lived in London for a number of years, treading the boards there, and I came home with my husband in 2009 to have my second child, and we decided to make a Northern Ireland our base again, and my husband's also an actor, and he's my co-producer as well, so we're kind of very much a home team with Musicon Entertainment.
So how did Musicon start then? Why did you decide to suddenly form this new company then?
Yeah, well, as I said, we started with ABBA, and because we were targeting theatres and we really wanted to play at a top level, we decided to when we created then the Iconettes on the back of the success of the ABBA tribute, we decided to formulate a production company in which to house all of our acts. So we have a number of other acts as well. We have a James Bond show, which you'd mentioned earlier, and we have a disco show, and we have a new postmodern jukebox style tribute show as well. So we produce everything in-house, and we use the same sort of cast members and musicians, and we all sort of multicast throughout all of the acts, so that the entertainment that we're providing is very consistent.
Yes. And will you have some Belfast dates coming up?
Yes, we are playing the Empire on the 22nd of June, so that will be the next sort of Belfast date, and we're very excited. We've been asked to go out to Rhodes to perform for a global corporate company, so they're having a massive Mamma Mia party. They have a big announcement to make, and they found us and they asked us to come over to Greece, so that's
Excellent.
very exciting.
Well, great stuff. Well, Karen, thank you for coming in and telling us all about that. Give us the date for the Iconettes at the Marketplace again.
It's the 3rd of May, Marketplace Theatre. Tickets are on sale now at the box office.
Karen, thank you for coming in and telling us all about those gigs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Time now for our What's On guide, where we take a look at what's happening throughout Belfast and beyond over the next week or so. And starting us off, to get you in the mood for this summer's big festivals, Electric comes to the Lyric Theatre from the 25th until the 27th of April. Baby wipes, glitter and cans at the ready. Joni and Scarlett head off on their respective weekends. From two walks of life and residing on two sides of the festival, the pair unexpectedly meet in the neon fields of the Irish music festival Electric Picnic. Award-winning arts and disability charity Open Arts will transport you to a magical forest world for their unique interpretation of Shakespeare's classic comedy A Midsummer Night's Dream, which comes to the MAC on the 26th and 27th of April. And there you'll meet the fairy king and queen, Oberon and Titania, and the mischievous servant Puck, who creates unintentional havoc for two love-struck couples with the aid of a magic potion. The Queen of Irish Country, Philomena Begley, will join Ray Lynham at the Island Arts Centre in Lisburn on the 26th of April to perform loads of classic hits, including their big duets, My Elusive Dreams, You're the One That I Can't Live Without, and She Sang the Melody. And the Voice winner, Andrea Begley, will also be in support. The Elvis Spectacular, starring European Elvis champion Kieran Houlihan, is Ireland's premier Elvis show. Now in its 18th year, the show has played and packed every major venue on the island. And Kieran is accompanied by his TCB band and the Sweet Sensations. And you can catch the Elvis Spectacular at the Marine Court in Bangor on the 27th of April. Multi-platinum selling artist and much-loved tenor Alfie Boe will be back in Belfast, and he plays the Waterfront Hall on the 29th of April. And finally for now, if you want to catch a movie in cinemas this weekend, Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn star in Dragged Across the Concrete. And this follows two police detectives who find themselves suspended when a video of their strong-arm tactics is leaked to the media. With little money and no options, the embittered policemen descend into the criminal underworld and find more than they wanted waiting in the shadows. Here's a clip from the movie.
Yesterday, I was a cop. Today, I'm a poor civilian who's nearly 60. We have the right to acquire proper compensation.
You got a tip on this?
Lorenz Vogelman.
Be ready by tomorrow night. Gotta go.
If you do this, you do it solely because you want to earn.
I'm sort of okay with taking money off some dealer. Best part of a stakeout is when you're eating.
A single red ant could have eaten it faster.
Time for some more live music now, and Conleth Kane is a singer from Northern Ireland who's now based in London and doing some great business with his brand new album Proud, which is out right now, and we're going to hear a couple of tracks from Conleth and meet the man himself in just a second. So ladies and gentlemen, here is Conleth Kane.
I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of what I see. When I look in the mirror, I see me. I'm proud of what I say, and I'm proud of being me. 'Cause when I look in the mirror, I feel free. I don't care anymore what you think of me. I don't care anymore, no, no. I got my liberty. 'Cause I'm proud, and I will sing it loud. I don't care anymore, no, no. 'Cause I'm me. I'm proud of what I do. And I'm proud of what you see. 'Cause when I look in the mirror, I see me, oh, I see me. And I'm proud of what I stand for. And I'm proud that you get me. 'Cause when I look in the mirror, I feel free, oh, I feel free. 'Cause I don't care anymore what you think of me. I don't care anymore, no, no. I've got my liberty. 'Cause I'm proud, and I will sing it loud. I don't care anymore, no, no. 'Cause I'm me, oh, I am me. Woo! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. I don't care anymore what you think of me. I don't care anymore, no, no. I've got my liberty, no, 'cause I'm proud, ooh, and I will sing it loud. I don't care anymore, no, no, 'cause I'm me. I am me. I don't care anymore, no, no, 'cause I'm me.
So that's a song called Proud, which is also the title track from Conleth Kane's brand new album, and the man himself joins me in the studio. Conleth, how are you?
I'm really good. It's nice to be back back home in Northern Ireland.
Good to see you back in Belfast, and I can't believe all the years we've been doing this show, we've never actually had you in the studio.
Well, do you know, it's nice to just get home, and actually I've never really had like a body of work to promote. You know, now it's finally out there. It's great to come home and actually visit people like yourselves and speak about the album, which is something I've wanted to do my entire life.
And of course, it's a live album, isn't it? So there must have been some pressure on you to get it right.
You know, oh my goodness, it was crazy because it was never my idea to do a live album. The idea was suggested to me, and I thought long and hard about it, and you know, obviously it was me who's producing it, funding it, and I thought, is it the right thing to do? And actually, I really thrive off an audience.
Yeah.
So, and actually my songs and my vocals really lend itself much stronger, I think, to a live format. So the live album has turned out really, really well, and it went to number 2 on iTunes. So like, no one was more shocked than me that morning when it came out.
Especially as you were beating people like Ed Sheeran and people like that.
Yeah, it was the week after the Brit Awards, so George Ezra was like number 1, and then it was Sam Fender, and then it was me, and then it was Ed Sheeran. And like what the story goes, I woke up on the 24th of February and I went to number 200 to 150 on iTunes. I thought, let's see if I've scraped in. And I went up to from 200 to 150, and I thought, I can't even scrape into the top 200. This is really embarrassing, like, because I really put a lot of promo work into it, you know, leading up to the release. And I did lots of social media about it, and I thought, right, there might be a chance I might even crack the top 100.
Yeah.
But so I didn't see my name, and I thought, and I left it at that. And then a friend called me. I was like, "Have you been on iTunes yet?" And I went, "Yes." And I haven't. Nothing's happened. And he went, "Have you seen the top 10?" And then it just kept climbing and climbing, and I lingered in the top 3 for 5 days, and then it just dropped straight out. But I was so chuffed. Like, you know, I did not expect that at all. I was in shock.
And you had some high-profile gigs around then. You were doing like the GQ Awards and stuff, weren't you?
Yes, I did do the GQ Awards. Now that was a very last-minute thing. I got whisked in to do that about a few days before. And obviously I know GQ is GQ and, you know, it's high-profile, but I didn't quite realise just how A-list it was. I mean, when I was doing my sound check, obviously it was an empty room. And then I was first on to perform. And you have people like Prince Charles there, Kylie Minogue, Rita Ora, all these like A-listers just sitting right in front of you when you were singing. And I managed to squeeze in a little chat with Kylie, which was pretty cool.
So how did you find Kylie then?
She was really lovely and really beautiful, and she was drop dead gorgeous and really, really sweet.
Talking about beautiful women, you're friends with Pamela Anderson as well, aren't you?
Yeah, actually, funny, I was looking at Pamela's Twitter today. I wouldn't say we're friends, but we did work together, and I spent Christmas Day with her back in 2010. We had Christmas dinner at the Hilton in Liverpool. Because I was working with her, we did pantomime together.
Yeah.
And she couldn't get home to America for Christmas Day, and I couldn't get home to Ireland. So we were the only two on English soil who didn't have families to go to, so she invited me over for Christmas dinner, and it was really surreal. It was like my first Christmas ever away from Lurgan with my folks and my family, and there I am sitting with Pamela Anderson at a table in the Hilton. It was.
And is she just down to earth, or is she this big diva star?
No, not at all. I've met a lot less famous people than Pamela who have bigger egos.
You performed the song Proud there. Tell us the story behind that.
Well, Proud was kind of a turning point for me as a songwriter, because I didn't even know I could write songs until about 3 or 4 years ago. I came out of a relationship and I wrote off the back of that. I wrote it primarily for the LGBT community, especially being a gay guy from Northern Ireland, where, as we all know, rights are very restricted in terms of marriage and equality, etc.
Especially here, because even though you're based in London, you're keeping an eye on what's happening here in Northern Ireland all the time.
100%, and because when the Irish referendum went through for equal marriage, I had so many messages and calls saying, congratulations, this is great, you can get married now if you ever meet someone and you get engaged. And I had to say so many times to people, actually, that doesn't apply to me, because if I want to get married in my hometown, it's not legally recognised. So when I got up to sing Proud for the first time at Pride in London, I kind of addressed that narrative to the audience and spoke about the frustration of a Northern Irish gay guy who lives in London, where it is so liberated, so free, and so accepting and welcoming of our community. I wanted to really sing this for the community over here in Northern Ireland. And then when I saw the reaction at Pride in London, I thought, right, this is kind of an anthem. You know, I need to really push forward with this. And then I just started writing, and the songs came pouring out of me.
When I first met you, you're into your musical theatre and stuff. You just come off the Fame TV show
That's
on
right.
RTE, and you're getting involved in musical theatre. You did some TV as well. You did Casualty. Was that a good experience?
That was 10 years ago.
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah, I had a lot more hair, and it's just gone like that now. So I was clean shaven with a full head of hair. The Casualty was so much fun. It was like being an actor but having a 9 to 5. So you worked normal hours. With Casualty, I filmed so much before my first episode even aired. So after a while, you forgot that you were actually going to be on TV. It felt like you were in hospital every day.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden your first episode goes out and it's like, whoa. And then your phone goes crazy and then you're like, oh, actually, this has actually been for a TV show. I haven't just been pretending to be a doctor for a few months. But that was good fun. I really like Casualty, and it was a really fun part of my life that I fondly look back on.
What's coming up next for you? I know you've got a big gig coming up in London, haven't you?
I have announced another headline show on the 17th of May at the Royal Vauxhall Tavern in London. And it's quite an iconic venue. Like Freddie Mercury used to bring Princess Diana there. He used to dress her up as a man, and when she wanted time away from the public eye. So there's actually a really famous play about it.
Right.
Freddie Mercury and Diana used to come to Freddie Mercury and be like, I need escapism. I need to just go out to a club. I need to experience this. So they used to really man her up, put a hat on her, suit, like coat, and they used to dance at the Royal Vauxhall Tavern. And so there's a big play about that in the West End, about those stories. So it's quite iconic in that sense. So when I got approached to do that particular venue, I was like, there's a lot of history there.
Yes,
and I'm really looking forward to playing that one.
Brilliant. What about plans for a Belfast gig? We'd love to see you back here in Belfast performing.
Yeah, I'd love to come back to Belfast too, actually. I've actually been looking into doing something around Pride Week. Or what I have done in the past, I've done 2 Christmas shows here at the Black Box, which were super, and I loved performing here. There's nothing better than performing to a home crowd. So I am looking into coming doing something quite intimate around Pride Week.
Brilliant.
So I will let you guys know if something materialises.
Great. You're going to do one more song before you go. What are you going to do this time for us?
I'm going to be singing a song called Love Potion. It's really different from Pride, really upbeat, really funky, and gets a groove on.
We look forward to this. Conleth, thank you.
Thank you. Joining us. Thanks for having me.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Here's Conleth Kane.
Started with one, a new life had begun. Drip after drip, sip after sip. And then it went to 2, I didn't know what to do. Drip after drip, sip after sip. I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling things I thought I never would. I'm feeling naughty, I'm feeling nice. You got me hooked on your vice, you got me drinking your love potion. Not until tonight, I don't feel right after drinking your love potion. Falling so deep, I'm unable to sleep after drinking your love potion. Drinking your stuff, but I've had enough and I'm not drinking that. Woo! I'm not drinking that. And I'm not drinking that. And I'm not drinking that. I said I'd never do it, but your body brought me to it. Drip after drip, sip after sip. You brought the devil out of me. I was so blind I couldn't see. Drip after drip, sip after sip. I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling things I thought I never would. I'm feeling naughty, I'm feeling nice. You got me cooked on your vice, you got me drinking your love potion. Not up tonight, I don't feel right after drinking your love potion. Falling so deep, I'm unable to sleep after drinking your love potion. Drinking your stuff, but I've had enough and I'm not drinking that. Woo! I'm not drinking that. And I'm the drinking that. Oh, I'm the drinking that, baby. I'm going crazy and proud, feeling lonely and blue. Drinking your books so I can closer to you. I'm riddled with anxiety and losing my sanity. Drip after drip, tired, I'm nervous, I'm lonely and blue. Drinking your potion so I get closer to you. I'm drowning in a deep abyss and nothing good could come from this. Sip after sip. Ooh, na 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 na. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, babe, I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling things you thought I never would. I'm feeling naughty, I'm feeling nice. You got me crooked on your face, you got me drinking your low potion. Not a good night, I don't feel right after drinking your low potion. Falling so deep, I'm unable to sleep after drinking your low potion. Drinking your stuff, but I've had enough and I'm the drinking night. I'm the drinking night. Oh, I'm the drinking night. I'm the drinking night. I'm the drinking night, baby.
Another great track there from Conleth, Kane. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for on the show this week. Big thank you to all my guests, including James Murphy, Karen Rush, and of course Ben Cutler, who you can also catch at the Stormont Hotel on the 4th of May. He'll be supporting X Factor stars Sean and Connor Price. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.